Hi again, everybody. Welcome to Inside Golf. Along with Ellen Cloutier, I'm Harry Donahue. And Ellen, they won't be that long. Weather's going to be like this all the time. Every day. Lots of golf weather coming up. And coming up this week on Inside Golf, back to the Orlando area, a look at Mystic Dunes. Great golf resort, but it's even more than that.
It's not just for the golfers, it's something for the whole family. The kids are so close to Disney World, SeaWorld, Universal Studios, you name it. It is a prime location.
Also coming up today, Tony Leodora and his top 10 products from the recent PGA merchandise show. That's always a trip. We'll be back. Inside Golf continues in just a moment. Inside Golf is brought to you by Yingling, America's oldest brewery, by Nike Golf, and by the Philadelphia Section PGA.
To the duffers, the hacks, we've been there.
To the 3 and 4 putters, we learned.
And to the rough riders and sandmen, we're ready to teach you.
To everybody out there who thinks they can't play the game, the over 28,000 PGA golf professionals say, we're here to help you discover or rediscover the joys of golf. To you, and you, and you, we're here.
The Philadelphia Section PGA is here to teach you. Play golf, Delaware Valley.
Brian Agnew is the Director of Sales and Marketing here at Mystic Dunes. And Brian, give us a little idea. What's your target demographic, the people you would like to come down here and experience everything you have to offer at Mystic Dunes?
Well, as a resort-based course, we tend to have a pretty unique demographic. We definitely cater very strongly to our Diamond Resorts International owners. What we attempt to do is build relationships with wholesalers, with folks out of the Northeast. We have a group salesperson that actually proactively will call different groups, different convention groups, or just groups in general, trying to build relationships in different parts of the country.
Mm-hmm. So people can come and stay and play, or if they're staying in another location down here in the Orlando area, they can come over here and book tee times with no problem.
That's right. We are open to the public. There are times that folks will drive by and it looks pretty ominous because of those really big entrance gates that we have, but we are definitely open for anyone to come in at any time, and we make sure that we are ready for any guest that comes through the door. And
your proximity to Disney World and Universal and everything in this greater Orlando area makes it almost like a star attraction. That's right. To play some golf and also take advantage of all the attractions.
Yeah, well, it is very beneficial to us to be 2.5 miles outside of the entrance to Walt Disney World Resort. We have round-trip transportation that we provide to our guests to and from the theme parks, not just Walt Disney World Resort, but also Universal Studios and SeaWorld as well. So good partnership with a transportation company that takes care of them on the house.
Well, when you get here to Mystic Dunes, the first thing you're going to find is 5 sets of tees. So based on your skill level, you can pick any one of the 5 sets of tees that will best suit your game. You can have a great time here. What sets us apart from any other golf course in the area are the unique collection areas around the greens. From those types of areas, you can bump it, you can flip it, you can flop it, you can 3-wood it, you can hybrid. You know, just hit all kinds of shots from around the greens. So if you have the skill to pull off the shot and the imagination to think of the shot, you can play almost every shot imaginable. And this hole behind me, number 2, short little par 3, it could play as short as 100 yards or as long as 191. When you miss the green left, right, or long, you're either in sand or a little collection area. So you can imagine any of those shots and just pick one and pull it off.
You know, you step up to each tee box and you really want to play the hole. It's a beautiful, beautiful layout. You know, you get out there, and one of the best things people tell me about all the time is, you know, you're out there and other than the group behind you or the group in front of you, you really don't see anybody. The holes are spaced out, you know, trees, just a beautiful vistas and nice native, you know, Florida landscape.
Almost all the greens here at Mystic Dunes are large greens. Gary Koch modeled these greens after those of Augusta National. And as you can see, there is a ton of undulation in all of our greens.
The greens are definitely our signature out here as well. They extremely sloped and very large, so that, you know, handicap anywhere from 1 to 30. Go out there, have a good time, and it's a really, really good course.
Okay, here we are on hole number 13. It's a short par 4. It only plays 344 yards from the tips. But as you can see, there's a lot of trouble down the right side, kind of forces your play out to the left. The good thing is if you lay up to the left side of this hole, you're going to have anywhere from a 7-iron in to a pitching wedge into this really undulated green. And this hole is reminiscent of the backside of this golf course.
Our front nine is more link style, you know, rolling fairways, get a lot of wind coming into play on the front. Turn around to the backside and it's more of a North Carolina style with the trees lining the fairways. You know, you get your waist bunkers on both sides, and really, really fun course to play.
The front side is more along the lines of something you'll see in the British Isles. A lot of undulation in the fairways, a lot of undulation on the greens, a lot of rolling terrain. If you get a flat lie, it's a mistake of some kind. Well, I hope you enjoyed your quick little preview of Mystic Dunes Golf Club. If you're ever in the Central Florida area, be sure and come see us. Great test of golf. Just come with a fun attitude. You'll have a great day. And if you'd like to check us out online, it's mysticdunesgolf.com. We look forward to seeing you soon.
If 5 friends are having a light beer and they all put their drinks down in the same place, how long will it take to find the Yuengling Light Lager? About that long. Because the rich amber color of Yuengling Light Lager makes it stand out from the rest. The true lager flavor, however, makes it disappear. 99 calories, 100% authentic lager. Yuengling Light Lager, from America's oldest brewery. Rethink your light beer.
The PGA Merchandise Show is so big, so expansive, I need some help to introduce the next segment, and Kimberly Schuyler is here to do just that.
Hi, Harry. I am here to introduce the most exciting part of the show, Tony's Top 10.
Launch of the Rocket Balls Fairway Woods at TaylorMade has been one of the biggest bangs at the PGA Merchandise Show. We have Brian Basil, Director of Product Creation for TaylorMade. Why did this club make Tony's Top 10?
Well, the Rocket Balls Fairway Wood is going to give everybody 17 yards or more distance. 17 yards. That's the difference between, I mean, that's basically the length between here and the end of our booth right now. You can hit a par 5 and 2 where you couldn't before. I mean, it is game-changing what you're going to feel when you actually hit this product.
What's the technology that allows that to happen?
Basically, there's 3 things that makes it happen. One is the speed pocket. That allows the face to flex more. It has a deep face and a CG that's been moved underneath the hitting zone, so you get a high launch and low spin. So the combination of those 3 things is where the magic comes from.
Magic is the magic word at TaylorMade this year. What are we talking about for a price on this, Brian?
$229. So it's affordable price with all that performance.
$229 for 17 more yards? I'll take it.
Yeah, baby.
And so will anybody watching Inside Golf. The golf ball business is a very compacted industry, or part of the golf industry anymore. Really seldom you have a new one come out this good. The Innox ball caught my eye. We've got Ben Zylstra, president of the company. Why did the Innox golf ball make Tony's Top 10?
Well, I think the Innox golf balls made the top 10 due to the fact that you're getting a superior performance and you're also getting a superior value. You know, we have a Hot List award for our V-Motion cast urethane tour ball, and we also have a 3-piece Srixon covered ball. Both products are superior. They offer a great value to the customer, and people are looking for a great value, but at the same want the performance of really good quality balls. The V-Motion ball, which is our 3-piece tour ball, is a minimum advertised price in the United States of $32.95.
And how about the ball for the average player?
So the E-Motion, which is a great mid-handicap ball, very more durable ball, but still a 3-piece playing ball, it comes in at under $20.
They're amazing prices, Ben. I'll tell you, in today's economy, that resonates with the golfer. I think you've got something here. Best way to find out about the Innox golf ball?
Best way would be go on the website, innovexgolf.com, or go to your local retailers.
Well, I'm a putter guy. I only have about 30 at all times in different stages of love-hate. I saw one I absolutely love at the PGA Merchandise Show. Always liked the Rife putter line, but the new Tropical Finish is the prettiest putter on the market. We got Jim Barfield, the Vice President of Tour Operations. Why did the Tropical Finish make Tony's Top 10?
Well, it made it because not only the appearance, and the appearance is what has wowed everybody here at the show. I mean, it really is a beautiful piece of equipment, but it still has all of the features of a Rife putter. Rife is known for the Groove technology that we brought to the market approximately 8 years ago. 2 features that every golfer needs, and that is to roll the ball efficiently and to line up his putts as best he possibly can consistently every time.
Well, I've always loved the feel of the Rife putter. Now the looks of it are so much. This is an absolute beauty. And the website, Jim?
RifePutters.com.
Well, when it comes to style, you know Tony's Top 10 looks for the best in style. We found it at the PGA Merchandise Show. Among all the great apparel, we found Infiamme shirts, made in Italy. Art Kimbrough, National Sales Manager. Why did you make Tony's Top 10?
Well, one, thanks for selecting us, Tony. And we believe we made Tony's Top 10 this year because of our commitment to 100% Italian design, 100% Italian made, 100% cotton. We're reminiscent of old world craftsmanship from Italy that can be worn on the golf course, but we're also one of those, you put a blazer on with it, a pair of, nice slacks, maybe smoke a cigar, drink some scotch on the porch after a round of golf, and take a night on the town. So.
And of course, it's double mercerized cotton, but even down to the buttons.
The buttons are actually laser etched mother of pearl buttons. So, like you said, even down to the buttons and the stitches, we take a lot of pride in making sure that you get 100% Italian-made, high-quality shirt.
Well, we're under the bright lights at the PGA Merchandise Show here. So bright, we needed our Sundog sunglasses. We've got Keith Zelazny, the National Sales Manager for Sundogs. Keith, tell me why Sundogs made Tony's Top 10.
Tony, well, Sundog Eyewear has been making high-quality performance eyewear for 29 years. We know how to make a great quality sunglass. We know how to make a great performance sunglass. We use all the best materials in the world. We're second to none. The #1 brand of eyewear in golf, and very fairly priced for the end user.
Specific application for golf, other than the fact that Paula Creamer happens to wear them.
Well, we're very happy to have Paula Creamer as our leading LPGA staff player, but the important things in golf is, one, you need crystal clear lenses. Any distortion on the golf course creates havoc out there for the user. So all of our lenses feature 100% distortion-free polycarbonate lenses. All of our frames feature a MaxFlex Real Sand frame, which is a virtually indestructible nylon. It bends, but it comes back into shape, and it always retains its shape, so it's always comfortable.
And the best way to find these on the website?
SundogEyewear.com, or anywhere fine golf merchandise is sold at your pro shop.
For the traveling golfer, this is a miracle on wheels. It's the Club Glider by Sun Mountain. We've got the Director of Marketing, Sherry Becken, with us. Sherry, why did the Club Glider make Tony's Top 10?
Well, Tony, it makes traveling easy. You get the Club Glider out of your car, set the wheels down, set the Club Glider down, and walk into the airport. I can't tell you how easy it is to walk across the parking lot, get through the doors, even up the escalator to the gate.
Especially when you've got 50 pounds of stuff in there like we do now. And Sun Mountain has had the expertise in baggage for so many years. It's all in here.
It is. This is ballistic cloth. It's extremely durable. Again, the travel cover, these legs pop back in. When you put it on the plane, nothing's going to catch on it. Even if you and your wife are traveling with 2 bags, you get the Club Glider Pro, you put both stand bags in there, and you're off and you're checking 1 piece of luggage.
Doesn't get any easier. How about the website, Sherry?
www.sunmountain.com, and it's under bag accessories.
At the PGA Merchandise Show, there are training aids all over this entire building, but none that make more sense than the Balanced Golfer. We've got a local guy from Philadelphia, Jimmy Rosa. Why did the Balanced Golfer make Tony's Top 10?
Because it's simple. It's a simple device. Stand on it, take your full swing. If it stays flat, you're in balance. You can take it indoors, swing on it. It'll let you know if your swing's in balance and on plane. And take it on the driving range and hit balls off it.
And what's the cost on this, Jimmy?
It retails for $49.95.
And as far as the aid itself, is it something that the golfer can use by themselves, or they need a PGA professional to work with them?
No, just put the DVD, watch Lee Westwood, and he'll tell you everything.
Lee Westwood uses this, the #2 golfer in the world?
Absolutely.
Well, then why am I listening to you? Folks, listen to Lee Westwood, then you'll find out why the Balanced Golfer made Tony's Top 10.
Thank you.
We're with the Vice President of Marketing for Torres Golf, Jay Hubbard. Tour Edge known for many years their success in fairway woods and then drivers, but now hot new irons. Jay, tell us why they made Tony's Top 10.
Thanks, Tony. What we have here is the new Exotics XCG5 iron. This is a game improvement iron. Features 4 tungsten sole weights, which move the weight back away from the face and low. Helps you get the ball easily into the air. It has a deep, deep, deep undercut cavity. Once again, we're moving weight on the back here away from the face. When we do that, it makes the club more forgiving, it resists twisting, it gets a higher MOI. In fact, the XCG5 has one of the highest MOIs in golf. Our 6-iron comes in around 2,700 plus on the MOI category.
Good looking for a game improvement club.
What we have here is the CU. This is less offset, smaller blade length, smaller sole, smaller top line for low to mid handicap golfers. Still heel-toe weighting and a nice perimeter weighted cavity to make it more forgiving as well. Then we go into the CU, or I'm sorry, the CB. The CB is our blade offering this year. A milled cavity, milled face, very thin top line, very little offset for the low handicap scratch type player who really wants to be able to work the ball, has great feel and great flexibility.
And it's forged.
And it's forged, yeah.
Feels like butter, folks, believe me. And that's why I made Tony's Top 10.
The list countdown continues, and Tony, this time we have some golf balls hot on the market.
Yeah, it's a new thing, at least for this company this year. Last year, Srixon came out with the Optic yellow ball, and it was a big hit. I played it all year long, loved it. It was in their Z-Star model, which is their top of the line. Not that this isn't a good ball, but it's a Q-Star, slightly lower club head speed. Can use this. It still has a very, very hot feel off of the club face of the driver, but a lot less spin. So it still works well on the greens, but this is not only good for somebody who doesn't have quite as, the over 100 club head speed, but in the wind, it's the best ball around because a little bit less spin.
So less spin and good to play in the wind.
Yeah, and $24.95 a dozen. You can't beat that. And of course, it comes in standard white too.
And this product is so hot, you can hardly touch it.
Yeah, it really is, Harry. I wanted to tell you about this one because this probably generated more talk at the PGA Merchandise Show than any other product. It's the Cleveland Classic Driver. Classic looks.
It has, I was going to say, look at the color on that. It's almost wine color.
Yeah, it's sort of a persimmon look. The brass sole plate is another throwback thing. Their idea is the looks breed confidence, but it's also the largest face driver they've ever built. And it promotes a soft feel and sound very much like persimmon.
Wow.
They've got a number of different swing weights on this. This is the 270 gram model. It is really a very hot item, but one that's easy to hit. And the fact that they have gone back to the future a little bit with this, it's got all the high-tech stuff, but the old style looks.
Right, and you've obviously hit it, and it works for you.
Love at first sight.
Now, Harry, we all know my golf game needs a lot of work. Nothing can really help me at this point. But you're perfect. But did you see any products that would help your game?
First of all, I'm far from perfect. And second, probably all of them. But the amazing thing is, it seems like every year they try to build a better mousetrap, and they do.
The products just keep getting better and better. It's amazing what they come up with every year. Speaking of that, what's coming up on Teed Off?
Well, on Teed Off this week, the tour is moving east to Florida, and our panel takes a look at maybe it's the start of the real golf season.
To the duffers, the hacks, we've been there.
To the 3 and 4 putters, we learned.
And to the rough riders and sandmen, we're ready to teach you.
To everybody out there who thinks they can't play the game, the over 28,000 PGA golf professionals say, we're here to help you discover or rediscover the joys of golf.
To you, and you, and you, we're here.
The Philadelphia Section PGA is here to teach you. Play golf, Delaware Valley.
Guests of Inside Golf enjoy dining at Sin Sin, the popular Asian fusion restaurant located on Germantown Avenue in the heart of scenic Chestnut Hill.
And now it's time for Teed Off, brought to you by Yingling, America's oldest brewery.
Masters to me is when the flag really drops.
Welcome back. Inside Golf continues. Our Teed Off panel today is at the beautiful Green Parrot Restaurant and Pub right in the heart of Newtown, Bucks County. And on our panel today, we have Steve Javie. For 25 years, Steve was the #1 official in the NBA and a pretty good amateur golfer as well. Joe Logan is from myphillygolf.com, frequent contributor to Teed Off. And of course, sitting right next to me is Tony Leodora from Golf Talk Live every Saturday morning on WNTP Radio at 7 o'clock. Tony, the month of March means the PGA Tour finally comes to the East Coast. It's been out in Hawaii, it's been in Arizona, it's been in California. And now, does this really signal the start of the PGA season, do you think, here on the East Coast in Florida? Is this really when it gets interesting and everybody starts thinking about Augusta in another month?
Well, any departure from the land of fruit and nuts on the left coast there is an improvement. So, #1, yes. #2.
Sorry if we offended anybody from the state of California.
And if we miss anybody, we'll get you by the end of the show. But right. It is absolutely this is when I wake up and pay attention to the things, because to me, that's when it all starts. The Florida Tour, they're playing courses I know, every single one of them. I love those courses. You know, that Copperhead course at Innisbrook, unbelievable. Doral.
Oh, wait a minute, Joe, did you just say they're playing courses he knows? Who knows? This guy, you know, he's like a human GPS. He can get you to any golf course in North America and the Hawaiian Islands, but we'll save that for another day.
I'm weak in California, though.
Joe, is this the start, really, of the season for you, or do you count what happens in Hawaii and California?
I like those tournaments, actually. I like some of those better than the Florida tournaments. The only Florida tournament I really like is Bay Hill. Nice golf course. I'm not a big fan of Doral, that golf course.
Really?
No.
You don't like the Blue Monster?
I'm not either.
It's too flat. It's not.
How about either? Okay.
I don't think it belongs in the
category. Has nothing to do with Donald Trump now owning the place, or?
No. But I do like the fact that, to me, it signals that golf season is getting warmer here, and the Masters to me is when the flag really drops. And the season has begun. So, you know, it gets me licking my chops, I guess.
All right. Now, Steve Javie has done a lot of traveling in his career, 25 years as an NBA official. I'm sure once in a while you went out and played some golf in California, Arizona, Florida, so you've been to all of them. Forget about what these two guys say. How do you feel about golf now in Florida? Is this the beginning of the season?
You know, Harry, I'm going to agree with Joe here. I think that the West Coast, the golf on the West Coast is wonderful. You got some great courses out there. Now, Hawaii, obviously, the first tournament's for champions. But other than that, you're going to go to Riviera. You got Waste Management, where, you know, it's a wonderful golf course here in Phoenix. And I think that, as Tony was saying, it begins in Florida. Ask the guys who won 500 points in the FedEx Cups and $1 million where it began. It begins in the West Coast. Now, I know we're familiar with the courses on the East Coast, but there are so many great courses, as Joe says, on the West Coast. And I really believe a lot of guys' year is made starting out on the West Coast. And when you win or finish in the top 10, it's really, really important for the year.
Well, this year, Tiger waited until
Dubai?
Well, Dubai, no, actually.
Abu Dhabi. Pebble Beach.
About Pebble Beach for his first appearance here in the States. And, you know, the Phoenix thing, the Waste Management thing, I think, is great entertainment.
A lot of fun.
There's not a better hole than the par 3 16th, is there, in golf?
Not more fun hole.
Right. I mean, do you like it, though? As a purist, do you still like it?
Oh, absolutely.
That's your kind of hole,
That's a big party. Oh, yeah.
I mean, you'd be right there. How about you, Joe?
I've been to that tournament a couple times.
I mean, does it get any better than that as
it doesn't get any
golf
louder.
Entertainment?
It doesn't get any louder. I mean, it's sort of like being at a circus. You like to walk around and look at the elephants and the hyenas, and the golf is fun. It's a very every tournament's got a unique personality, and that.
Well, and it's also played, the final round is always Super Bowl Sunday, right?
That's true. Right.
And, you know, one year it was in Phoenix, the Super Bowl.
That's right.
And they were playing at the TPC Scottsdale for the tournament. So, I mean, you can't get any better than that.
Harry, I'm going to make one more case for Florida.
Okay.
If you're going to take a golf trip, does it get any better than to go down to Innisbrook, stay there, play the Copperhead course that they're going to play, and go to spring training right down the street? You can almost walk to it.
That's right.
It does get better.
Phillies
Tony.
baseball.
It does get better. I say, this is my personal opinion, I love the Scottsdale, Phoenix area, which you can do the same thing. You can play golf there. Baseball's not there yet, the spring training,
Right.
but the courses there in Phoenix are just incredible. And also PGA West down there. All the golf courses there in California, to me, that is golfer's paradise.
You know, this guy had the best gig in the world for 25 years, didn't he? Huh? Refereeing in the NBA, and all that was his night job. His day job was playing golf. Ellen Kolodziej is at the bar. She has somebody who has a question for Steve Javie from his previous life. A question about, well, two guys that you saw in their prime. Ellen?
And we're here with Don Luthi. Don, where are you from?
I'm local. I'm from Newtown.
And what is your question for Steve?
Steve, I want to know who was better at the top of their game, Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan?
Steve, who was better at the top of their game, Kobe or Michael Jordan?
Harry, this might be the toughest question I've had posed to me in a while, because both of them in their own right, phenomenal athletes, phenomenal players. Both of them work at their game extremely hard to get better, that's how I judge how a great player is, how they get better each year. I'm going to have to go with Michael Jordan. It's Kobe, maybe by the end of his career, I might change my mind, but for my money right now, Michael Jordan was the best player that I've ever officiated.
And probably the best golfer of the two.
Without a doubt, and I'd love to play him someday.
I don't have enough money, do you? To play Michael Jordan? That's a whole nother story.
No.
And Inside Golf will continue. That's it for our Teed Off today from beautiful Newtown, Pennsylvania, and the Green Parrot Restaurant and Pub. Back in a moment with more on Inside Golf. Looking for a comfortable dining and get-together spot in historic Bucks County? Welcome to the Green Parrot Restaurant and Pub in Newtown. The kitchen features wood-burning stoves, specials for lunch and dinner daily, a wine list that features more than 60 offerings, and there are 24 different draft beers. All this in one very unique place, the Green Parrot on Sycamore in beautiful Newtown.
It's time light beer got some character. 99 calories, 100% authentic lager. Yingling Light Lager from America's oldest brewery. Rethink your light beer.
That's it for this week's edition of Inside Golf. Hope you enjoyed our look at Mystic Dunes in Orlando, and from the recent merchandise show, Tony Leodore's Top 10 products.
You certainly had some good products to show us. And Harry, you had a great time down there in Orlando. You interviewed some big names in the world of golf. Annika Sorenstam, Dave Pelz, Hank Haney.
Did it all.
You did it all. And if you missed any of these episodes, you can catch each and every one on our website. Just go to InsideGolf.net.
Coming up, as we get closer to the golf season here in the Philadelphia area, you're going to work on your game, right? And we have the guy to help you. Lou Guzzi will have expanded sessions with Lou Guzzi, our own personal instructor.
The best.
How lucky are we? That's going to do it for this week's edition of Inside Golf. For Ellen Kolodziej, I'm Harry Donahue. Remember, no matter how bad it's going for you, don't pick up. We'll see you next time here on Inside Golf. Inside Golf has been brought to you by Yingling, America's oldest brewery, by Nike Golf, and by the Philadelphia Section PGA.